My friends, it's time to get out of the house. Napa County parks are open. Me and Sarah are out here in Moore Creek Park. It's early. The sun has just risen. We know that parks are very busy nowadays because people are getting out and about. But we got here early. We've got our masks. We're going to wear our masks and have them ready. If we see anyone, we can lift them up and be safe, keep a distance. But yeah, it was time to get out of the house. We'd done some local riding and stuff, but I think it's time to go check out somewhere new. I've actually been here before. This is Moore Creek Park, and I took the Moore Creek Trail up to like Dan's Wild Ride, and then I came back down on Valentine Vista, and that was the video where I was like, I found a swimming hole. And that was a cool adventure, but I never thought I would ever come back here again. Like, those trails are cool, and I think eventually those trails are going to connect to Angwin, which will connect to Calistoga, and it's going to be some massive, crazy, amazing ride on the Bay Area Ridge Trail. But I just never felt like, yeah, I want to do that ride again. But there's a whole nother set of trails that have been built over the past 18 months or so, 2 years, by the Redwood Empire Mountain Bike Alliance, and we're going to check them out, and I am very excited to do so. I've seen them on Trail Forks, and I've kind of been like, I don't know. And then I started hearing people actually say, like, oh yeah, man, there's good stuff. It's good out there. So let's do it. Oh, it's so nice out. It is not even that cold. Yeah, you got the brochure going.
Got arm warmers. Nice.
So this is the area that I had been up before, and now this is the area that I've never explored, and that's what we're doing right now. I need a haircut. So I am wearing a cotton shirt sleeve mask. It's very easy to put on. I just cut the sleeves off of a shirt. It's easy. Now, yes, if I'm wearing this mask and someone coughs on me, it is not going to stop me from getting sick. But if I am sick and I'm wearing this mask and I cough, it holds it in a little bit better. So what we all need to do is wear masks in public, keep distance, and then we're gonna do good. It's all good. But yeah, if you're really concerned, you wear a real N95 mask, and if you don't want to get sick, but this is just to protect you, not to protect me. Oh, the gloves are necessary today. Keep them warm. Just go ride. I hate that this crisis is not bringing us together. Normally, a crisis or a war or a cause or a tragedy brings us together as a country. But right now, you see another group of people, like those people just pull up and you're just suspicious. And you just like look at them sideways and you're just like, ugh. It is absolutely the worst. That dog was sneezing. I think he might have had the virus. Send it! Good job, good job. Unexpected for sure. This is beautiful single track. Got the 34 tooth chain ring up front and it's already making me stronger. I feel it. It's pretty cool, but you run out of gears so quick. Something like this, like, oh, this is fresh air right here.
That's amazing.
Oh, it's so cool. It feels good to get out and bring you guys a little distraction from the world. I was laying low, trying not to do ride videos for a while just because it didn't feel right. Now I think the time has come. We know what we need to do. We know that high-risk people need to isolate, and that, you know, if we all take the proper precautions, we can kind of get things moving again. And like everything else, good or bad, this too shall pass. This is just a snapshot of our lives right now. When we throw this video up in 20 years and watch it on the hollow screen, like, oh yeah, remember that? We all were like, couldn't go out. How long was that? Like a week or 2 weeks?
All a blur.
It's all a blur. This terrain's very interesting to me because there's a freshwater lake down below, which means that deer, bobcat, mountain lions, coyotes can go down and have a drink, and then they can come up here and be on the hunt.
Are these bi-directional?
Yes. It's very rare for us to have one-way directional trails.
Okay.
It's amazing this trail's only been here for maybe a couple years max. Looks like it's always been here. Looks like it's meant to be here. Just a perfect blend of, it's for human recreation. That's why it's so funny, national parks and wilderness and, oh, you can't build trails there, you can't have bikes there. Everything is built for us to go enjoy. If you want to lock it up, we would never know what Yosemite or Yellowstone even look like. So part of it is actually getting people out to experience it. Within reason, like everything else in this world. All right, let's take the Spur. We got energy for now. So usually the commute from Vallejo up to Napa County in the morning is very, very slow, very, very heavily trafficked. And actually this morning, there was still a decent amount of traffic, and I guess the vineyard workers are still coming up, working in the farms. And yeah, it's like you can't let all that stuff just go, right? Like this, it has to be maintained. Wine is the big industry here. Napa County especially, restaurants and wineries. It's a huge driver for the economy, and I believe they like, Napa County likes to tout that it's number 2 behind Disneyland for tourism in California. So that is, man, that's a huge impact for all of that to go to zero during this. Oh, look at this, a little mindfulness maze. We've seen these around. Get to the top and walk your worries away. If you got a problem you're trying to think about. I bet these were just all the rocks they pulled out of the trail, and they piled them up and they're like, what are we gonna do with all these rocks? Oh, slippery. Very possible that it doesn't even rain again this season, so this is what we got to work with now, and it's pretty good. Woo. Right. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Nailed that rock perfectly. It's crazy how such a small rock can just send your whole wheels and tires astray. Oh yeah. That was cool. Wow, she got way squirrely. A lot of trails nowadays are getting built like this, and sometimes you're on it and you're just like, yeah, that's okay. But right now we've got some speed, enough challenge, enough turns. Love it. Lake Hennessy. I hear there's some good bass fishing out there. This is cool. It's like a little more hand cut feeling, a little more rough. A lot of people have been curious about the wireless SRAM Axis Eagle shifting that I've got, and I have pretty much gotten used to it 100% now. I don't catch myself having to think which way's up, which way's down, all that stuff. And yeah, I don't have to think about it. So for me, that's the highest review, is if I don't have to think about it, then it's doing good. Shifting has been pretty smooth. There's still a little bit of clunky if you're really on a tough climb. And sometimes you don't even realize you're on like a really tough climb and you're really torquing on it, and you try to switch it into like the Eagle gear, the easiest gear, which is always a big leap. It's a big strain to get it into that. So it's been a little clunky on a couple occasions for that kind of stuff, but otherwise it is zip, 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 easy, quick, fast. I don't know if it's really worth the money, but I like it. I like having the clean cockpit. I like having less cables, all that stuff.
Bought a couple extra batteries and extra battery chargers. Haven't had any problems there, just haven't had enough rides yet for that to possibly sneak up on me. And if you helped work on this trail, you know something about this trail, please leave a comment for the rest of us to enjoy a little bit of history of why things are named. Normally, I would love to get out with a trail builder or someone who's really involved in these trails, but that's really not something I want to do right now. So keeping it to members of my own household. I'm chuckling at myself right now that this trail is not that far from my house, and all of a sudden we get to discover something new. There's probably something new in your backyard. Go out and find, go get on your bike. My buddy Chris, he found this trail that was like through his housing development, and it's like actually a pretty cool little Texas trail. Do some scouting. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, that was loose. I could travel all around the world and they'll still have stuff to explore at home. I love it. See, what you need to do on those turns, I'm just kidding, I'm not gonna coach you. No. But if you point your belly button a little more
Towards the inside?
towards wherever you wanna go,
Yeah.
it helps.
What am I doing instead?
You're kind of static. You're kind of sitting down on the seat, like you're kind of, like you just,
I don't move my body, right?
it's just a little more would help. Haha. Okay, let's go check it out. Blackberries. A couple months before those get fruity. Little quail. Yep, Sam the Eagle. Do you recognize that guy at all from the Muppets?
I actually don't.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I kind of do.
He's a blue thing. It was before your time.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good one.
Thanks, you too.
We're in the backcountry all of a sudden. Rugged. Pretty cool. All these rocks. All right, so now we're gonna do a little out and back on this brand new trail called Catacula, or possibly Catacula. Now this is an unfinished trail. They haven't quite finished everything. It is open, they don't have it blocked off, but we're gonna just be cautious. So we'll go out and we'll go back. And yeah, I've heard good things. So I think it might be pronounced Catacula because it's like cat, Dracula mashup. But then Catacula kind of sounds kind of cool too. We are gonna need an official ruling on that one. Look at this nice big landing here. That's cool. So now that I actually have eyes on this, climbing up this way is not a great way to do it. There's actually a fire road right over there called Alta, Hennessy that next time, if we do this again, we'll climb up that because it's tough for people coming down and they're trying to go fast and hit these jumps and stuff. But the only way to know is to get out there. Trail forks in the map, it's just not always enough to really teach you what you need to do. That being said, it is nice to get a look at these jumps beforehand and be able to be like, okay, everything looks like a nice landing and there's not any weird doubles so far. All optional. Kind of just pedaling to try to find where we want to turn around and start going back. Ooh, let's see. Maybe we want to turn around and start going back now that all of a sudden we're going down. But I never saw where the fire road actually like intersects where you could, but I'm good with turning around right here and going down what we saw. Oh yeah. That was sweet. Ride her up.
Thanks for waiting.
Yeah, have a good one, man.
Have fun.
Yeah. Woo. Oh, hard ride. Gotta hold on. Oh, clinging. Ah! Yeah! Send it! It's the one with the big wide landing. Oh! Oh, this is cool. Didn't feel like much when we were climbing it, but hey, it's a little bit of speed here. This is where Sarah catches me every time. That hard pedally stuff, the slight downhill. Get back, woman. Cool. Haha. Just enough to get some speed and flow going. Dig it. Closest thing to wildlife we saw so far was a snake track. Woo! Coming up behind you. It's okay. Have a good one. Just us two. I know you think you're out for a hike and you're out for a walk and you don't need a mask, but we all need to wear a mask. And flip it up real quick when you see somebody. If we don't do that, everything we've done is not going to help. Oh yeah. And guess what? I was definitely early on wanting to flatten the curve, and I think we flattened the curve. I think we all did a great job. And now the cure cannot be worse than the disease. So I think we need to start moving. I think we need to start going. And part of that is tests, PPE, and dang it, what was the other one? I knew I was gonna forget the other one. And ventilators. We've had enough time. We've been on pause long enough. Okay, now I'm on a rant here, but bear with me. We've got elections in November, and if your local, state, or federal officials haven't done well, we can change it up. We are the land of the free. Let's make sure we get this country where we want it to be. If you're 80 years old, you smoke 2 packs a day, and you're 400 pounds, I think it's probably a good idea to keep quarantining. But you know what? I guess if you want to come out with the rest of us as we start the economy back up, you're taking your life into your own hands, and we all have to be reasonable. This is the land of the free. We can't just legislate everything. We all have to kind of be able to know the risks involved and take those risks and get out there and get things going again. I think it's important. I know it's a complicated topic for me to go on a political rant here, but we did it. We flattened the curve. We knew what we were doing. Hospitals are empty. We were doing our job. So at-risk people, lock yourself away. Don't have visitors. Don't be like, it's okay. The rest of us need to get back to work. We need to get this thing moving again. The cure can't be worse than the disease. That's all I'm trying to say. This is definitely an XC type of ride, which it's not bad. It's not my exact cup of tea, but it's really great single track. And you get in the flow pretty well. What I'm trying to say is we got pain and pleasure out here. Oh, we also have it in the form of a red t-shirt on shop.bkxc.bike. How's it going? Have a good one. You too. One mask. The bandana style mask sucks. It's not easy. It's always like rubbing on everything. Shirt sleeve's pretty good, but there's also some other ones that I'll be looking into. Yeah. Oh, loose. Wow. It's actually pretty cool. Just enough spice around these turns. Whoa, yeah. Whoa. There's a lot you can do with just grade reversals, just going left and right. It makes it so enjoyable on a bike, and it helps get the water off the trail. Holy moly, parking lot is packed and getting packeder. E-bikes are out. I don't mind it too much as long as everybody was wearing a mask, but nobody's wearing a mask, so what's it gonna take? What's it gonna take for us to get it going right here? The masked bandit. So that was 15 miles. Pretty good. XC, you know, we got some good descents out of it. Then if you went up this way, up Moore Creek, you can add a whole nother gaggle of miles. You could get some real fitness out here, put in some long rides, and I give it a thumbs up. I think it's well worth checking out. So Sarah has this pretty good ride bag where she's got her helmet, her shoes, her glasses, you know, bike lube, just all kinds of stuff. It's pretty cool.
Zips up.
Cat 5 gear, ready to ride.
That's a little
Yeah, ventilation on it.
bottle holder.
And I've got a bag from Aldi
Haha, who's winning now?
full of beans. From 40 degrees to 74 degrees in 2.5 hours. So the French Laundry wasn't doing takeout, so we went down to Napa and we got some Gott's roadside. I got 2 waters. What'd you get? Avocado salad thing or something?
I can't
All right,
think of it.
I got a hamburger.
Falafel salad.
Okay. And yeah, so we're gonna chow, support the local business, a little bit of something to keep people employed and going. There was a couple people already. We got there really early. Back home now, and one of the cool things about the shoe rack is that we found we can hang our big bags on them as well. So we got our big stuff, little stuff, helmets. It's working good. It felt good to get out there and go for a ride and bring a little entertainment back to this world, even though I had to throw in my own agenda as well. It is what it is. Let's keep going. Let's keep this. We're fighting it. We're doing well. Let's keep doing well. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you on the trail.